Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Jill, if we haven't met, and if we have, welcome back. I have a short flow for you today that's going to start on our tummies with a little bit of oscillating and some lateral movement, to open up our spines. So I will see you in just a moment. All you need is a mat and your body. Go ahead and join me on your tummy, and you're going to tuck your toes under and bring your hands up, one palm stacked over the other right underneath your forehead. And we're going to start with just need to watch for a moment. That's perfectly fine. Oscillation is a really good way to get everything in your body just settled and kind of release any stuck stress that you might be feeling. So you're going to just give yourself a little bit of a push and a pull motion with your toes anchored into the mat. And just get that motion going, and then let's see if we can challenge our coordination a bit. So see if you can keep the the oscillation going, and you're going to just pick a leg and float it while you keep your other toes anchored and keep the oscillation moving. And then replace those toes and switch sides. And anchor both toes under and just come to a rest. You can unfold your toes if you need to readjust to either a wider or a narrower leg position. It's completely up to you. Just find a place that you're kind of comfortable with. Your legs can be rotated out or more parallel. And then we're going to lead with the left ear and gently reach through your left ear as you press through your right foot to glide a little bit to the side. Don't rotate the head or neck. It's just a sideways glide. And then reach through the opposite foot and glide the opposite ear. So right foot pushes, left ear glides. Left foot pushes, right ear glides. It feels very snake-like or kind of serpent-like to me. And the challenge is always to not rotate your head or neck, to keep it just on your spine and allow your whole spine to move from the toes, or your whole body really, from your toes up through the crown of your head in kind of a diagonal line. And just take a couple more on your own time. And then come to rest. You can move your hands so that they're now more underneath maybe your shoulders, or even pulled back a little bit further. And your forehead can be rested on the floor. And all we're going to do is push into the mat and roll to the side just a little bit, not all the way to the side, and your forehead will move. So push and see the front of the room, and push and see the back of the room, and again. And just keep going a few times. And take one more on each side. And rest. Now bring your legs in a little bit further and just press your entire spine up and send your tailbone back. And then you're going to reorganize yourself on your back. With your legs folded in, and we're going to take a rolling motion. So you're going to roll your entire body over to one side, and then the top arm and leg are going to open like a book, roll onto your back, close the book, top arm and leg come in. Again, the top arm and leg open, roll to your back, and roll all the way over, and open the book, and roll, and close the book, and roll, and again rolling, and opening, and rolling, and closing, and last time rolling, and closing. Good. Allow yourself to come all the way over onto all fours again. And we are literally going to crawl. So finding opposition, hand and knee, and back it up. Hand and knee, hand and knee. Again, forward for 2, and back it up. And depending on how much room or space you have, you might be able to take a few more than me. And then see if you can really articulate it so it has like an animal-like quality to it. Using the floor to really kind of push off of. And get some articulation through your limbs. If you watched my video last week about stability in the torso and articulation of the limbs, that would be a really good video to do right before this. And again, back it up. And rest. Tuck your toes under and sit yourself back on your heels. And give your feet just a moment to open through the arches of your feet. I know this can be quite painful, but see if you can stay with it for just a second. And then you're going to roll yourself forward and come into a kind of deep squatting position in any way that works for you. So just get yourself kind of organized. And then we are going to simply rock our weight forward. And then rock our weight back. Rock our weight forward and back. Again, sending your weight forward and send it back and send it forward and send it back and hold. See if you can give yourself a little bit of a shimmy and just find a place where you can find a deep squat. And hold. Your heels may or may not be contacting the floor. That's okay. You're just going to kind of maneuver around a little bit. Our bodies actually have more play than we give them credit for. And see if you can allow your heels to sink and settle. And then when you feel like you've found a little bit of a sweet spot, I'm just going to challenge you a bit more. So rock forward and open into a little bit of a parallel position now. So now we're just going to play with everything unfolding and everything folding. Everything unfolds and everything folds back in. Good. Unfold. It doesn't have to unfold all the way. And fold back in. And unfold. And fold back in. Good. And rest. Come down to all fours. Give yourself just a happy puppy little tail wag. Just shake it out. And then widen your knees. Bring your arms tucked right underneath your forehead. And sit back on your heels. And just take a few breaths there. So that was just a really kind of quick and maybe more intense movement sequence than you would normally do with me. Just waking up, deep connections, getting some rolling, oscillating, and folding and unfolding. So just stay here as long as you need to and let your body resettle and reorganize. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed rocking and rolling and oscillating and crawling and just kind of a bit more of a rigorous wake up today. So thank you again. If you have questions, leave them in the comments as always. Otherwise, I will see you again really soon. Take care and bye for now.